please do not stream this new Good Time animated series. This is a horrible depiction of black people in 2024. It sets us back 50 fucking years. Do not watch this. Netflix had just released the trailer to their new Good Times animated series, the show that was originally produced and conceptualized by Norman Lear, who passed away. I watched the trailer to this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is probably some of the most vile, offensive form of art that I've seen in years, especially the time that we're in. Now, let me say this to all of the people that's watching this, and that's gonna watch this. I'm not sure if the marketing team at Netflix or the marketing team for this show specifically made this show this way to get a rise out of people, because that is a thing that happens. You know, even with the controversial tweets, even with paying off streamers and TikTokers to talk about how offended they are of this, send it out, get people like me talking about it that wasn't necessarily paid to talk about it, but get people like me talk about it, because all of that comes back to SEO and to get people to check it out, whether it's good or bad. It's great for their debut numbers, their first week numbers. So I'm not sure if that was purposely done because those things happen, or if just the producers of this show are so inept or so racist or so offensive that they chose to put this Good Times animated series out, especially with the times that we're in. You know, I try not to believe conspiracy theorists that says every time there's election year, things get more vile and offensive. I try not to believe them. I try to just say that it's just God's timing, but I'm starting to believe that it's true as I get older. I'm starting to see it too much. Who at Netflix thought that putting this animated series out was a good idea? Did they just get sued by Monique for being racist? When you put this animated series on the fucking chopping block because you got sued for being racist? But I'm not surprised that these are the creators of the show. We're going to get to Stephen Curry later on, but let me start with Norman Lear. Norman Lear, in the first place, is the original creator of Good Time Show. He's the original producer of the original Good Time Show, which it's been alleged that he stole the show from a black individual in the first place, and characters. Now, the original Good Times cast and concept was horrible in its goddamn self. But I understood the people of that time. I'm not going to try to take away from their experience. I understand what it was for them to get a all black cast on television, on primetime television. So I understand that. I understand the feeling that people had. Although when you look back at it and see how far we've come out of people, you can say that show was fucking horrible. I don't say that they're trying to steal from our culture, because Good Times, the original show, wasn't our fucking culture. That just wasn't our culture. That was how a white man depicted black people for primetime TV. Project people for primetime TV. So I don't even claim that culture, because it wasn't. Then you have Seth MacFarlane, who is the creator of Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, American Dad. Just offensive television all around. And then they tried to clean things up by putting in the swirly Stephen Curry, who probably saw this and actually thought that this was funny. Even with the offensiveness that the original Good Time Show had, there was still bits and pieces of that show that you could say were learning lessons, things that you could take from it, left a message. The theme of it had a message to teach people about certain things, not all, certain things. This new animated series is horrible. It sets black people back about fucking 50 years. Nobody actually lives like this, just so you know. Just so the people watching. No, I'm offended by Stephen Curry that he would be part of this or even approved to be a part of this. Why would he want to be a part of something like this that sets black people back in terms of depiction? In terms of depiction, understanding what depiction means in multimedia and understanding what depiction means to be projected to the world is very important in how people are perceived. There's a large percentage of the world who believes the stuff that they see on television or believes in depiction. Black people don't live like this. This is horrible. This is like a mix of Baby Kids and the Real Housewives or whatever, Love and Hip Hop and the BET episode. This is just horrible. And I'm so offended and quite disappointed by Stephon Curry to be a part of this. Stephon Curry don't give a damn what I'm saying. He already got his check. Norman Lear dead, eating dirt right now. The only person celebrating this is Seth MacFarlane. Because this is horrible. I beg the people that watch this show, the people that please do not stream this Good Times animated series. Please don't. Don't even check it out. Don't even check it. Don't give them no sort of stream because they're going to learn to stop playing with us like that. Can you imagine if this was reversed? Can you imagine if this was reversed? Norman Lear is Jewish. I believe Seth MacFarlane is Jewish. I could be wrong, but Norman Lear is Jewish. Can you imagine if Tyler Perry did a show like this and just talked about Jewish people and how they lived and in a depiction way that's supposed to be funny? Can you imagine the backlash that will come with that? If Tyler Perry flipped this around and made this a Jewish comedy animated series about how they think that Jewish people live and all the things that Jewish people find offensive, if Tyler Perry did that, they will be on their head. Just even me saying this will upset them. Why did they think that this was cool? Why did they think that the original Good Times needed to be put through the lens of the ignorant Seth MacFarlane to make it into this? To erase whatever theme or message that they had prior, to erase that, to make it into this. Because I didn't even like the first original one and how they were acting and how they were living. But then they just made it even more worse. And then put on Steph Curry. I want to believe that Steph Curry was manipulated into doing this because this is horrible. I want to believe that they told him that it was going to be something else. And then it wasn't. You see, they put his name on top, so he's going to take the hit and fall. Seth MacFarlane, Norman Lear. Seth MacFarlane so fucked up, he put Norman Lear before his name. He dead. Please do not stream this. Please do not stream this new Good Time animated series. This is a horrible depiction of Black people in 2024. It sets us back 50 fucking years. Do not watch this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new animated series, Good Times, the remake. Let me know if you're going to watch this. If you're not, let's talk about it in the comments. And be sure to subscribe to NWO News for more urban news updates.